Here's 4 reasons why I believe we're on the edge of a generational wealth transfer in the crypto market. Hey, I'm Josh with Crypto, y'all. I do about 3 to 5 hours a day of crypto research and capital allocation. So if you found this down to earth and helpful, please do me the honor of following and give me a like. Number 1 is that the tech has finally caught up, and the crypto as an infrastructure theme and narrative is no longer hype. It's actually happening. It's actually gaining traction because you see real, literal corporations like Robinhood, Circle, Hyperliquid, massive companies, multi-billion-dollar private companies that you can't even buy their stock on the stock market, now are using layer 1 blockchains as actual infrastructure that you can interact with through your accounts that those corporations provide you. These are actual companies that are becoming the darlings of the NASDAQ and even the private markets, where they're building decentralized applications, or for short, dApps, that you can interact with as a retail investor, as a consumer. For example, you can now buy stock on ChatGPT or OpenAPI's company equity, even though it's not listed on the stock market. You can now invest in that company via the Solana Layer 1 network. Number 2, we've never had here in the United States a more pro-crypto regulatory environment. And I know that sounds boring, but understand where we've been. Just 2 years ago, we had a Securities Exchange Commissions that would literally scare away, sue major operators like Coinbase, for crying out loud, in the market for listing altcoins. Now we have an administration that's friendly, so friendly that there are multiple, including the President of the United States himself, investors in blockchain and crypto assets. And it all ties in with the administration's theme of kind of bringing manufacturing home. Also, Trump is on record for saying he wants the United States to be the crypto capital of the world. Number 3, last year when the Bitcoin ETF and the Ethereum ETFs were approved, that was just the tip of the iceberg. Now we have a Solana ETF, and what's next? Well, it'll be XRP, it'll be Chainlink, and they'll just keep going down the list, providing not only on-ramps for institutional money and those specific digital assets that you and I can own right now. Heck, I've owned Chainlink since it was 89 cents. Now, institutions will drive those prices up, along with other retail investors who may not have a crypto wallet. Maybe they've got a Fidelity account or a TD Ameritrade account or something like that, where they can now get exposure to these ETFs, which then will be forced to turn around and buy more Chainlink, more XRP, more Solana. And we all know that that creates a liquidity event and a rotational or a profit rotational event that then seeps into the rest of the caverns of the altcoin market. And number 4, and this is a big one, corporations. There's literally $1.9 trillion of cash in the S&P 500 alone. And in the first quarter of 2025, there's been more Bitcoin purchases by corporations than ever before in history. And even in the last week or two, there's been more Ethereum purchases by institutions ever in history. It's very, very important to understand that Bitcoin treasury companies are now morphing or expanding into the development of Ethereum treasury companies, which was announced by Tom Lee yesterday of Fundstrat Global, who will now be the chairman of BitMine, the first ever Ethereum treasury company, following in the footsteps of Michael Saylor at Strategy, the biggest Bitcoin treasury company. These corporations, they lead to giving sovereign wealth funds confidence, and they lead to giving governments and central banks confidence. It's only a matter of time before crypto is the undergirding infrastructure of our entire financial planet. So tell me in the comments, what are you waiting on? What's tripping you up? What's keeping you from enjoying what we're interacting with right now? What's the number one glass ceiling standing between you and this generational wealth transfer? Like and follow for more.